Hello everyone and welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Nolin Ebel Ame. This program is brought to us by the Rule of Law and Empowerment Initiative, also known as Partners West Africa, Nigeria. They create awareness on the administration of criminal justice, one of which is a Reform Kuje Prison Project, otherwise called Correctional Service. This program is reaching you live from the Unity Station. Now, reforming pre-trial detention in Kuje Prison Project is funded by the U.S. Embassy Bureau of International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs, INL. The project aims to achieve significant reduction in the size of pre-trial detention population in Kuje Prison and ensure effective implementation of the provisions of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, ACJA. Reform Kuje is implemented by a consortium led by Partners Global, Partners West Africa, Nigeria, PWAN, Network of University Legal and Legal Aid, NULAI, and New Rule LLC. The project commenced on the 1st of July 2018 and is set to run through 2020. This live program is also going to be interactive, where we give the viewer opportunity to contribute to the program, make suggestions, of course, proffer solutions if possible. The telephone number to call shall be displayed on the screen, and you can make your calls later on. I am Nolin Ebel Ame. Once again, I welcome you to the program. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. All right, the break is not coming forth. Now we're going to take discussion with the those involved on the program, and I have Barbara Maigari Magaji. She's the Senior Program Manager, Partners West Africa, on the program. As I welcome you to the program.
Thank you so much, Nobby.
You are welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
Thank you.
Okay, you are out for intervention program. Now, what informed the decision to go into that?
For a period of time now, the Nigerian society, I would say, has been affected with issues of criminal justice challenges, and so we decided to take up this project in order to ensure that we limit some of the challenges. So, for instance, issues of pre-trial detention, i.e. people that are not tried in court and yet they are detained for a long time. Also, the issues of lack of collaboration between the people that are supposed to be enforcing the law, that are supposed to be deciding for us in our courts. That's the courts. Those that enforce the law, the police, the people that are detaining, which are the prisons, now known as Correctional Service. Yes. Yeah. And also the ministries of justice, where you have the prosecutors. So more of how can they work together, collaborate, and ensure interagency so that at least the criminal justice sector can be reformed. So for us, we brought up this idea because we work to promote security governance in Nigeria and also West Africa. And we believe that some of the challenges are issues of we need more reform within that system. We need to ensure that we work collaboratively with government and also with citizens to ensure that the system is properly reformed. Yeah.
All right, your target now is the audience. I'm talking about the audience, is the inmate.
Yes.
Yes. Most especially in this aspect we're talking about is Kuje.
Yes.
Now, from inception, how has the journey been so far?
It's been interesting. We work, just as you mentioned at the beginning, we work as a set of consortium members with NULAI, which is the Network of University Legal Aid Institutions, and also some of our international partners, Partners Global and New. Now, the work that has gone in so far is to collaborate also with students in the law school, specific universities. So we have the Bayes University, Nile University, and the University of Gwagwalada. What we do with the students is, first, the advantage is that it brings them up to begin to practice law even before they become lawyers, right? So specifically students in the law faculties. And what they do at the prisons is they go in there and address menial issues like clear the records of these inmates. Sometimes the challenges are as basic as proper record keeping, the names of the inmates, when were they first detained, whether they have lawyers or they do not have lawyers. So for me, I think the most important thing is that so far, several of them have benefited from that. Now, apart from that, the project also works, through NULAI in particular, they work with lawyers who take up, if there are those that have pending cases, or there are those that have never been taken to court before, the lawyers will then take them to court and then see how we can address. So for us, pretrial detention is if you have never been to court, or if your case has just been abandoned and you have not, really been addressed. So it's been interesting. It's been, the prisons have been quite open. They've given access to, for us to work with them. We have also, it's also been interesting working with the courts, because we've also been working with them for a while. It has also been interesting, and I think that we have achieved more so that we believe that, yes, sometimes Nigerians don't know their rights. What are those things we're talking about? What is criminal justice? A law has been passed that is called the Administration of Criminal Justice Act in Nigeria. Do Nigerians know? A lot of people don't know that. So another component of the work we do is to create awareness and tell Nigerians, if you are arrested, before you are arrested, the first thing that whoever is arresting you is supposed to do is to tell you at that space the reason for your arrest. Normally, we know this parlance. They say, when we get to the station, you'll get to know about it.
And you're not allowed to speak.
And you're not allowed to speak.
Yes,
against you. So some
Yeah.
of these things is what we're doing, so that Nigerians don't come in conflict with the law. And when they come in conflict or when they have challenges, they're able to know what to do. So the project is addressing those that are in detention, but also addressing citizens, that they get to know their rights as contained in different laws.
Okay, you mentioned that citizens need to know their rights at the point of arrest.
Yes.
What other things would you tell Nigerians concerning their rights, apart from what you just said?
Yes, if I can just kindly just show this. We have IEC materials that we've created that tries to show Nigerians what it is. So, for instance, the Administration of Criminal Justice Act says anybody who arrests you must tell you at the point of arrest what you are being arrested for. Secondly, when you get, if you don't want to speak because you have a constitutional right not to speak until maybe your lawyer is present, you can do that because the law says you can do that. Also, you can be detained in a place of detention, so whether police station or wherever as the case may be, for a period of time. There are constitutional issues, maximum 48 hours. Of course, there are some cases there could be more than that. So we want also Nigerians to know that if you are detained for too long, you can ask that your rights be enforced. You can't be detained for too long for no just cause without being charged to court. Now, once you are arrested, they take you for investigation. After that, they're supposed to take you to court.
Okay.
Do they really take to court? Sometimes, of course, they do. We're also mindful of our geographical location, sometimes distance and all that. But the laws say this is what you're supposed to do. Then secondly, you're not supposed to be arrested in place of someone else. Sometimes you're somewhere and somebody comes to arrest the wife or the daughter or the son of someone else because they can't locate that person. That is a wrong approach. The Administration of Criminal Justice Act says it is not allowed. You, the person that has committed the crime, is the only person that is allowed to be arrested. You can't arrest another person's relative. Then also issues of, you also have issues of search. A security agent that is allowed is supposed to, can actually search you. But as usual, such gender is also considered. A man should search a man, a woman should search a woman, so that we respect our privacy. And so basically, these are some of the things, that we also want Nigerians also to know.
Okay, you mentioned earlier on that you are involving law students from Nile, Bayes University, Uni Abuja,
Yes.
into this project.
Yes.
And from your newsletter, we have, like, you are working with 50 lawyers at the moment. Okay, and maybe 95 students. What contribution would they make to this project?
The lawyers, like I said earlier on, are the ones that take up the cases to the courts. The students go into the detention facility. So in this case, we're talking about Kuje prisons, Kuje Correctional Service, so that we get used to saying that. And then they try to assist also to see how we can document and assess who are those that need or who are those that have not had any legal service before. Do you understand? So the students are, for us, the purpose of including the students is that let's not ignore the students and then they are reading academic without actually practicalizing.
Okay.
And they have a lot of inputs that they can make. As against, sometimes you might need the service of a lawyer, you have to pay for it. But these students are doing it more as a clinical education approach. It gives them credit points as a course in their university, and it also instills in them practical knowledge. So that's the bit of the student. We also engage with the students to carry awareness. So far, we've done about 3 awareness activities physically. We've carried awareness in different places. In Gwagwalada, we did that. We have carried an awareness in Kuje. We plan to have the next awareness in Buari. What we do is to tell Nigerian citizens in market spaces, right? This law is in existence because we know the law is very bulky. People will not open it.
Okay, are you involving the traditional
yes.
Leaders here now?
Yes, what we do...
Because we have to get to the grassroots.
Yes, importantly, what we do before we get to any community, the first point of call is to engage with the traditional system.
Okay.
They also have justice system within the traditional system.
Sure.
So we try to tell them, they actually engage and bring the community members. We don't even know the community members. So we first do advocacy visits and tell them what this is all about, tell them why we think that Nigerians need to be informed. We engage the men, we engage women groups, we engage youths also as much as possible. I know we have also engaged Market Women Association also in our awareness.
Okay, I may have to stop you for now. And viewer, you are watching NTA Channel 5 Abuja, and the program is brought to us rather by the Rule of Law and Empowerment Initiative, also known as Partners West Africa Nigeria, and they are into creating awareness on the administration of criminal justice in Nigeria. The program is interactive. We made it interactive. We want you to put a call across, ask your questions, make your suggestions, and for us to understand ourselves better. And Barbara Maigari is still here with us, and she will be answering some of the questions from you. So the number is right now on your screen. Ensure to call so that, okay, I'm told that we are going to take a break now. When we come back, the phone-in program shall be unveiled. Okay. Where did I even write the number? Okay. Welcome back. Our focus on this program is on Kuje prison, reforming Kuje prisons. And before we went on break, I told you that we have Barbara in the house who will be answering questions from you. And it is an interactive program. You can make your calls now and ask your questions. If there is any suggestions, fine. We welcome that. And Barbara, I welcome you back.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now we were talking about involving traditional leaders in the aspect of the intervention, this project you have embarked on. Now, let's look at the inmates themselves, because we are talking about those in prisons now, or correctional service now. Okay. How is their response, the ones you have met so far, how are their responses like? Are they really welcoming your idea?
Yes, they welcome the idea a lot, because some of them don't have services of lawyers.
Okay, I'm told we have a caller on the line. Hello? Okay, we've lost that caller. I'm sure you'll still call back again. Okay, continue.
Yes, so I said the response has been very positive, because some of them, like I said before, don't have the services of lawyers, have either their cases somewhere.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Hello, you are on to NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Oh, we've lost that. Okay, we hope to get them back.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's been quite impressive. It's been quite, we've gotten the support, like I said, from the criminal justice actors to work on this. Yes, some of them have gotten, you know, because their cases are not, they are pending maybe because they don't have lawyers, you know. So I think it's been useful to them. Some of them have either their cases have now been channeled properly to go to the court. Some of them, of course, even to know that you even have such rights. So while the cases have been addressed, the students also carry awareness activities. Imagine if you're handling somebody's case file and the person doesn't even know he has a right to have a lawyer. Yeah, so that is also another avenue of engaging.
There needs to be enlightenment in that aspect.
Yes.
Okay, another caller is on the line. Hello. Good afternoon. Good to have you on the program.
Yeah, my name is Paul. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay. So what's your question or your contribution or suggestion?
No, my question is, since we are talking of rights, like for instance now, you know, at times police do arrest you and they won't allow you to express your feelings.
Okay.
So in that aspect now, they will say if you want to say anything, like what they normally say, anything you say will be used against you in the court of law. So at times, all those things, you know, if some people fall victim, they don't like to express themselves because of they will be afraid of the consequences that they will face.
Okay.
So like now I'm just like trying to, I'm looking like just to give me an answer. If I'm to be the one in place of that, what will I tell them? Like, what will I say?
Okay, thank you so much for your question. You've heard him.
Yes, this question always comes up because of the situation we find ourselves. So we are always wanting Nigerians to be safe. So if you find yourself in a space where you're not comfortable, you're not sure what's going to happen to you, we suggest and we always advise, please follow the security agents. And then subsequently, if someone gets to know that, so if someone gets to know, they can then let different organizations, the Legal Aid Council is one agency that can assist you. The National Human Rights Commission also does that. Our organizations also do that. Sometimes it's also the lack of awareness for some of the agencies.
Okay, another caller is on the line. Hello, you are on to, yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, the name?
My name is Gayos.
Okay, Gaius. Okay.
I have one question to ask.
Go on.
Hello?
Go on. Yeah, you are on. Go on.
Why is it that if somebody offends, somebody goes to like lamp or dog, they will now carry somebody to court. So those are the still big money, they will not carry them to court. What is the problem?
Okay, thank you so much, Gaius.
It's another interesting question again.
When somebody steals yam or goat,
Yes,
he goes to prison.
We see that a lot, you know. We know that's why some of us that do this work, we say we want to enlighten citizens, right? That the system is still not where we want it to be. Some of these issues are challenges within the system.
But we are getting
Sometimes, yes, we're getting there because now we have laws that are being implemented. I know that we want it to be fast, but I think it's slow steps that we will take. So sometimes you see, another thing that we have found that is that the Nigerian citizen that is not at maybe above the economic threshold of 3 square meals, if I can use that, tends not to know what some of these rights are. But the ones that are above and higher tend to know what their rights are. So sometimes the man that steals 1 billion naira tends to know that he can get 5 SANs, but the person at the low level does not know. So that's why we carry out this awareness to say there are organizations that even provide free legal services that can represent you. You don't have to pay.
Okay, but okay, another caller on the line. Hello. Hello. Okay. Okay. Before that, I wanted to ask. You know, the security agencies now. We are talking about the citizens and their rights. The security agencies, are they aware of all this you are talking about?
We will not stop. Our awareness goes round. We do capacity buildings for them, carry out institutional capacity buildings separately. We carry out trainings for police.
Okay.
We carry out trainings for different organizations.
Hello, yeah, we have a caller on the line. Hello. No name. Okay. Ask your question. We've lost the Miss No Name. I think Mrs. No Name.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So I'm saying that we carry out activities, capacity buildings, awareness raising for even the security agencies. You find that sometimes what we do is we reduce the laws into easily understandable versions for them. We have had trainings across different states, not only FCT, where we pull out the sections that focus on police and say, police, these are your sections. You can just look at it for now, hoping that you get to know what other people's functions are. We also do that with prisons. We have even gone as far as doing the trainings for judges and magistrates in some states on the law, specifically the ACJ itself.
Okay.
The awareness, we can never stop. We keep on building capacity. We keep on creating awareness so that people get to know, because we live in the society. Unfortunately, crimes will keep on taking place. And of course, we want everyone to know their rights.
All right. Now, what is the assessment of some of the trainings that you have given to those? Okay, you have made so far. Okay, another caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please, can we know your name?
Yeah, my name is Gabriel Form. I'm calling you from Maraba.
All right, Gabriel Form. What's your question or contribution to the program?
Yes, I tend to realize that most of the time you see innocent people go to prison because they don't have that legal lawyer that will stand in for them. So I want to know, how can I, as in, let's say, for instance, I saw something that has to do with just minor something, and I'm being sentenced to prison. How can I, as in, access that legal right that you're talking about on this program?
Okay.
Like I said before, there are different organizations that do that. The most popular, that is almost everywhere in most states, is the Legal Aid Council. Their role is actually to provide free legal services to Nigerians that are in detention. So if you're able to get that, unfortunately, I don't have their contact details here. But organizations, like I said, us and NULAI, Partners West Africa, Nigeria, and NULAI will also provide such services.
And then we need to also have your details.
Yes.
For easy contact.
Yes, we'll get the number also so that people can then see that. Then you also have different other organizations. The Nigerian Bar Association, the bar where you have the lawyers, also have the Human Rights Committee that sometimes take pro bono cases.
Okay, we have another caller. Hello.
Hello.
You are on to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon. What's your name and where you're calling us from?
I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, the name? Okay, please speak on.
This program, I'm just very happy to this program now.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry for the credit share, but I'll just speak my mind more.
Okay.
So, this program very nice because this CTC has suffered a lot. In minor case, it takes many people out to prison because of they don't have anybody.
Okay, just make your points straight, please, so that because we don't have time, we're running short of time.
I will still call you back now.
Okay, thank you. He's just expressing himself.
Yes. These are the regular frustrations we see every day. And so when you first asked me, why did we start doing this? These are issues that concern everyday Nigerians. Yeah. What we also do is wherever we go, we put out our contact details. So I can also encourage Nigerians. I know most of us have smartphones that we can access. You can just check our number and then our contact details on www.partnersnigeria.org. You would find everything there, our phone numbers, our emails. Even if there are cases we can't handle, we will be able to link you up to the relevant organization. We refer your case to them. Okay. So just to try to see, because for some Nigerians, it's not even when you are arrested. For some, I want to know how to get to the Ministry of Justice. For some, I want to go and be able to complain to this place. At least we can show you the way forward. Yeah.
Okay. So the number again for Flo.
Yes, I can give you the website where you can get the phone number and also the email address. What you have is www.partnersnigeria.org. Once you get there, you get our phone numbers and then you get our email addresses.
Okay, on this note, I would like to appreciate you, Barbara Maigari, for this wonderful intervention program.
Thank you so much.
It's quite inspiring. Thank you for being on the program, and I wish you good luck in your project.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
And that has been the program, because the time is fast spent. Thank you for watching, viewer. She has already mentioned the website in which you can get through the organization. So, thank you. God bless you. That's it on the program. I'm Nolin Ebel Ame.
Are you done? Okay. Thank you. Okay. I wanted to get, but I didn't want to give.
I like your program.
You do?